Hi, Gary Joseph Chandler from Nanaimo Harbor. I'm going to show you how to balance rocks on a point today. And I like to start with a nice granite rock and put it on a nice granite bottom. If you have sandstone, it's too easy to grind. Rocks don't have an inner ear like we do, so it has to have 3 points to balance on. And when you're putting a rock down, you can, if you're a beginner, you can look for a hole, something like this, where my finger is here, and a hole like this. And if you're going to really get better at it, the holes you look for turn out to be much smaller. The one that I put this rock in, you want to zoom in on it. It's right there. Just kind of thinking, putting it down in a balanced way. And you get a point in the hole. So when you have the rock up, you have to pretend you're the person in the middle of a teeter-totter, and you can't be right and left brain. You can't let it fall one way or the other. So you just kind of let it go back and forth in two directions. And like I said, the rock doesn't have an inner ear, so it needs a third little leg to stand on, like a tripod. So when you start to rotate it, you start to go in a horizontal way and still keeping it in two directions, and you keep hoping to feel a third point. Now with this rock, luckily it just fell into the point, so I'm going to have to demonstrate it and show it with the third one. So if I let it go, it will actually fall. So this is a good example right here. If I'm holding it, and you can see if I bring the rock back this way, it stops. That's the third one. Here it's on 1 and 2. Here is number 3. And if I let it go, it's going to fall. So what you want to do is, without losing these 3 points, is squeeze the rock in. This top has to come over maybe a millimeter this way, or a centimeter. I lost the 3 points, so I have to start over again. And it just fell into place. That's getting too lucky today. I'm trying to show how usually you have to feel it. So I'll try to put it out of adjustment again. Now it's falling. And now the third point is on this side.
It's harder than it looks.
Oh, what?
Oh, I got it. No.
So it's falling in this direction if I let it go. So this point has to come over this way a little bit. I'll squeeze it over. And now it's standing up. Oh, that was actually good. It showed that it was almost there.
There we go.
Gary Joseph Chandler, and
My name is Evan.
And I'm Cheyenne.
and they just came by and were watching me give the instructions, and I've taught people how to do it before, so Evan and Cheyenne would like to see how. So you take the pointy rock, and there's a hole right there. There's a littler one. There's a littler one. For demonstration, I'll put it in the big hole. And when you get it up, you don't want to, you look at the top of the rock with your fingers on the top, and you can't be left and right brain. You can't be thinking to let it go fall one way all the time. And now you just get it in 2 ways, and you start moving it around, always feeling for a third little click. And notice how this is, some people start doing this and they wobble it all over. This has to stay within about a centimeter or 2.
Okay.
And you just, as you keep going around,
You just feel for it. Getting it.
you saw that it was, you could almost see it, right?
Yeah, you can see it balanced perfectly.
Okay, this one's not working, so I'm going to pick it up, and you try to put it down. I'm going to put it in. This is a smaller hole, but maybe the edges were interfering with the point. This already, it feels a little bit like there's more notches and traction, even though it's a smaller hole. I'm a bit nervous because I've never
Gotta
really
have patience for
been.
this stuff.
People say patience, but I like to call it persistence, because patience is when you are waiting for something to happen and you don't know if it will. This, you know, it's okay. Right now, there's a good example. I'm starting to feel the 3 points.
Yeah, you can see it kind of levels out.
Yeah, and when I move the rock towards the camera, and then when I come this way, I can actually feel a little stopping point. So what you do now is you just see if that,
So close.
Ha.
you can see it's close, right?
Yeah.
And I've lost that 3rd point.
Just has to get that little groove perfect.
I can still feel those 3, but now it's this way. It's falling towards you.
Two minutes.
So you can see there's 3, because when I let it fall, it's going towards you. When you come back here, there's resistance. So the trick is to kind of squeeze the rock over this way a millimeter without losing those 3 points. So I'll give that a try. Just it's still going towards Evan. There.
There you go.
Perfect.
Cool.
Crazy.
Yay!
So
You can stack another one on top of that.
I probably could. I've got pictures 5 high.
Wow.
Wow.
But I don't do that around here. It's a little bit unsafe.
Dad?
Oh, you almost got it right away.
So Evan isn't a paid actor, and he's never tried this before. And he's putting a rock up. I didn't even get a chance to see if you've got it in a good or medium-sized hole.
Hi, YouTube.
I'm trying to find a good hole. Alright, this one, I guess.
So remember at the beginning to let the rock stand up and pretend you're the person in the middle of the teeter-totter, and it's going back and forth in 2 directions. And then when you start rotating it horizontally like a clock, you still always have to keep that not being left and right brained up. You have to let it still stay in the middle.
Gotta get a feel for it.
And then, yeah, when you feel, you'll feel traction when I call it the 3rd click.
This is gonna take a while.
You had it in a good spot the first time.
Yeah.
I think he was close. I'm going to go and see if I can find a good hole.
I don't know if I can get this.
You can do it.
It's harder than it looks, okay, man?
Just think positive.
I like to keep my hands right on the top of the rock more,
So you can feel where the base is.
because then you've got more control. Like in,
Can you do it?
No. Even though I had to, like.
well, you've never really tried it.
It's because I.
Oh, that was so close.
That's so hard. Oh, how he did that. He's did it so quick.
Don't drop on your foot.
Yeah.
Give her instructions, Evan.
Yeah, really. How did you do it, Evan?
I just had it set in the hole, right? And it just kind of fitted. You feel it.
You have to go a lot slower. It's hard for me to film and give directions at the same time.
No, I don't want to try that one. Go on this way. Oh,
You almost got it.
I felt it.
There's a thing.
When you almost have it, you kind of rotate it horizontally. And
Oh my god.
There you go. You
did
did
it!
it.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
I learned how to rock this.
that's a good one.
Yeah, this is a good one.
That's awesome. I'm proud of myself. yourself.
And I feel so good that, you know, I could teach you to do it. This is in the dog days of August, the last days of summer. And Evan came by and he balanced that rock. Shayna also, first time ever.
It's pretty cool, actually. I didn't think I could do it. It's so hard and it's so heavy, but it's really cool. I'm proud of myself.
And I feel proud I can teach you to do it, and that you did it the first time.
Yeah, first timer.
Thank you for participating.